As recently as 10 years ago, Georgia didn't even have a goose season. Now Canada geese are so numerous, they're a nuisance to some landowners, but they're still prized by waterfowl hunters. Come with us now for a recent hunt on a Lumpkin County cornfield.
Darryl, so almost 7:25. We're all set up. We got a little better than 2 dozen decoys out. It's a, sure enough, cold, chilly winter morning here. I think it's
the coldest morning so far this year.
Yeah, certainly fitting for I think it's the second or third official day of winter. But geese are, unlike ducks, are notoriously late risers. Realistically, I wouldn't expect to see these birds in here until after 8:30.
Yeah, on a cold morning like today, they may sit for a little longer before they get up. You can cue them at about 8:30 and they'll come on in, right?
I wish it was that simple, but we shall see. This is a recently cut cornfield that has been holding, as it seems, increasingly larger number of birds. I think it started out at a little better than a dozen and has grown to upwards of 65 or 70 in the course of about 5 to 7 days of scouting.
We're in Lumpkin County, right?
We're in Lumpkin County in North Georgia.
Not too far from Lake Lanier, which has a good population of geese.
That's true. We're, I guess, as the crow flies, or in this case as the goose flies, probably somewhere in the neighborhood of about 20 miles straight line distance to the Lula area, up in the north end of the Chattahoochee arm of Lake Lanier, and that's a place where you see an awful lot of geese during the summertime, and as they are mostly residents, they're generally dispersed over this part of Georgia once the lake levels go down, and certainly once they start getting a little bit of hunting pressure on the lake from people like us. But in any event, again, we've hopefully found a spot where they're coming in and will give us the kind of goose shoot we've always hoped and dreamed about.
We've had some dry fires, but that's goose hunting.
That's why they call it hunting, exactly.
Goose hunting is not like duck. You usually have maybe 1 or 2, possibly 3 groups using an area, and if they don't decide to come the day you're out here, yeah, you can pack it up and go home. But
well, due to, I said, we've had an increasingly larger number of birds that seem to be using this field. With, we hope, and at this point we're not 100% sure at this point how it's going to play out, but we're hoping that rather than coming in 60 at a time, we might actually get fortunate enough to have 2 or 3 groups of 15 to 20 to come in, which will give us a chance to work the birds.
That'll be good. Give me a couple of warm-up shots on the first group, and then by the second group I might hit one.
There you go. So hopefully this won't be a one-shot deal, but
often it is in goose, though, isn't it?
This part of the world, this is, you scout them, you pattern them, you set up on them, and hope for the best at that point. That's basically the way the process goes.
Is that a goose or a dog?
It's a goose.
Is it a goose?
Yeah.
Geese are early today.
Must be hungry. Oh yeah, they're coming.
Lay down, Dutch. Lay down. Lay down. Stay.
Oh yeah. Dutch, lay down. They're right behind us, Stuart. Coming in quiet. They're right on top of us.
Guys, what time is it?
It's about 7:45.
I messed this up, man. I couldn't tell if they were out of here or not.
Well, I don't know if they were landing. We probably should have stood up right when they were coming over us. Because they were.
Got them when we could have probably limited if we'd have caught them.
I mean, I had my face down.
I don't know. I think they may have been out of here.
Yeah.
They sure. I mean,
They were low enough. They were looking.
That was that close a look. But you got us one. Who hit that bird? You hit that bird, Jarrard?
Listen, you got some more.
Yeah, different direction.
Oh man.
Oh, look at that.
Oh man.
Oh, nice shot, Stuart.
I got that long one going
Nice
away.
shot. That's pretty. Good job, Duchess.
Here, girlie.
That was beautiful.
Here. Man, I love it when the plan comes together.
We're up here this morning in the northeast Georgia area, not too far from Lake Lanier, and we have put together a goose hunt in an open cornfield. There's corn that has been harvested here by the farmer, and there is actual winter wheat that's coming up in the field. So it provides a real good food source for the geese coming in and out of here. And they've been using this field for probably about 2 weeks now since the farmer actually cut down the corn. And there's various other corn patches just down the road here that have not been harvested yet. So this is a real hotbed for the birds. We have pretty much a ditch in between two cornfields so you can actually see birds coming in both sides, and we have decoys set up out in the field here too. But this area is actually near the mountains, northeast Georgia mountains, and it provides a good covered area for the birds to come in and out of and to get away from their water spots. You know, some of these birds will be coming down as far as from Lake Lanier area. When they've been shot at a lot up there, they will move up into the northeast Georgia and northwest Georgia areas and find little potholes and fields and so forth that they can feed off of and stay, you know, clear for the winter, keep from getting shot at by hunters or ran off by other predators like coyotes and so forth. Coyotes are real bad on some of the birds up here and feed on them a good bit. But we have been fortunate enough to be friends or befriend a lot of the farmers up in this area and work with those folks in their harvesting of their crops, and they've allowed us to be able to hunt in some of their fields. So it's worked out real well. I'd recommend that if you ever want to take up goose hunting or duck hunting, to befriend some of the farmers and people who own land that has a lot of wildlife on it. And if you do well by them, in many cases they'll do well by you and allow you to hunt on their property.
Here, Sam, here.
They're not done yet, are they? They're right over us already.
Right over you. Coming in, coming in.
That's it. That's it.
That's it.
That's 2 limits. Shoot that goose.
Shoot, yeah. He ain't going anywhere.
Or shoot him. You need to shoot that goose. How about that? That's 3 limits. 3 limits of geese in Georgia. That's
What?
that's almost unheard of.
1 minute to 8 o'clock and we are done, guys. I'll tell you what,
We
that
should have brought more hunters.
that a girl. Here, fetch it up. Fetch it up. Fetch it up.
And she's had her share of those
Fetch
big
it up.
birds, hasn't
Fetch
she?
it up.
God, there's still geese. Oh,
That same
man.
bunch trying
Yeah.
to come back in. And that's something.
Fetch it up. Fetch it, girl. That a girl. Fetch it up. You keep walking in the briar, knucklehead.
It's a bandit.
Guys, it's 7 minutes after 8 o'clock, and we've already got 3 limits of geese on the ground. Had 3 different groups come in. Guess about a dozen, maybe a little more than a dozen, and about a half a dozen showed up, just like they were on cue or something. But man, you gotta love it when a plan comes together.
All right, and we've been hunting this field for probably about 3 years, and it's always produced real well for us because we follow what the farmer's doing and work with him on when he's cultivating his property, and it really works out well for your birds.
He cut the field, what, about 2 weeks ago? And
Cut the field about 2 weeks ago, and we've had a steady influx of traffic here with all kind of birds, ducks, geese.
3 limits of birds is unreal anywhere, but in Georgia to have 3 different groups come in and everybody limit. Boy, they're beautiful birds coming in, aren't they?